As Mike cruised down the desolate highway, fatigue gnawed at his senses like a relentless predator. The monotonous hum of the engine and the rhythmic pattern of the road's white markings conspired to lull him into a stupor. His eyelids grew heavy, and his grip on the steering wheel slackened. Inevitably, the relentless pull of sleep overcame him, and his eyes closed for what felt like a mere moment. Yet, when he awoke, something was undeniably wrong. The highway ahead seemed to stretch into an endless abyss of darkness, punctuated only by the eerie glow of his car's headlights. He checked the clock, but the numbers didn't make sense. It was still the same time as when he'd fallen asleep. Mike's heart pounded as he scanned the surroundings. The world outside was desolate and surreal, like a ghostly mirror image of reality. The trees lining the highway were gnarled and twisted, casting long, sinister shadows that seemed to reach out for him. The road itself was cracked and marred by ominous symbols you couldn't decipher. His cell phone offered no solace either, displaying only a flickering screen that emitted an unsettling, static-filled sound. Panic set in as he realized he couldn't call for help. The radio, once a source of familiar melodies, now emitted distorted voices whispering incomprehensible warnings. Desperation drove him to continue driving, but the highway never seemed to end. He tried to turn around, but the road twisted and looped back upon itself, trapping him in an infinite loop. As hours stretched into what felt like eternity, he spotted strange figures on the side of the road. They were shrouded in darkness, their faces obscured, and they watched him with malevolent intent. Mike's fear intensified as he sped past them, but they never seemed to disappear, always lurking in his rearview mirror. The air inside the car grew colder, and a bone-chilling dread seeped into his very being. Mike couldn't remember how he had gotten here, or how long he had been driving in this nightmare. The world outside had become a haunting, twisted mockery of reality, and his own reflection in the rearview mirror seemed alien, his eyes filled with a primal terror. With every passing mile, Mike's sanity unraveled further. He knew he had to escape this endless, nightmarish highway, but it seemed to have no exit. The eerie figures continued to multiply, pressing in on him, their silent menace growing unbearable. Mike's scream of despair and terror was drowned out by the cacophony of distorted voices and the relentless hum of the highway. As he drove deeper into this otherworldly abyss, he realized he might never find his way back to the world he once knew, trapped forever in this horrific, surreal nightmare.